Now one more time. Like people seem to fuck me up with the shit because I tried to help you. You know how I was laying in so much dirt for all of that. I was talking for, I don't know, 30 minutes, and then people were like, you know what they do? You know what they do? They just grab it and they take it for I don't know, nothing. And then they erase the data, you know, and I'm like, yo, I try to literally help that, you know, because I don't know, it seems to, you know, I speak another language of good things, you know, like you listen to good things. And like I said, you know, you everything changes according to your mind state. Now, it's also very much stupid because if you stand up for something and you open up your mouth for something and you maybe be like, hey, you know, Shivambu Cup, Melanin, you know, people test me with the shit over and over again, like, are you serious, Jan? I'm like, yeah, I'm serious, because I was like in so much dirt for that, and you know, like, hey, be secure, and then I should maybe, because I was talking for half an hour and then it somehow went off, and I'm like, yeah, like, I know you already observed me and I'm cool with that, but why? I give you already that energy. You even want more? You want more of that? Like, but you know, I was always about, you know, balance of things. Balance. Now, what is a good balance of things? You know, you talk about inspirational things, like kinetic yoga maybe, or like Smaita, you know, you're in therapy, connecting to different realms and different realities and speaking different languages and different colors, you know, like, no, I'm definitely not what you think I am, and you should not follow me. Maybe I can inspire you, that's another story, but see, that's also the strange and odd thing with it, you know, you open up your cell phone and it seems like you live in an artificial intelligence system, which is already, you know, like a, you know, shaman. Like, I know I'm the shaman king, I know, because yeah, there are other shamans who don't show their real face behind the mask that they're wearing, and I know certainly we have to wear certain masks here, but we can also integrate the good things from the B side to the A side. And you know, you, like I said, you just you just talk and talk and talk and talk, and it seems that's what it says over here, you know, lass laufen, Digga. So you talk, you know, and like people still ask, are you serious with that? That's stupid. But it seems still like that people don't understand it. Although you try to help and to navigate to where. But maybe, you know, you have to be not so loud with things. You know, it's crazy because you talk with yourself, but actually everybody talks with themselves if they really know how it works, because I'm that serious with it, that you see yourself in the other persons. But you know, this gets into the Clone Wars, the Clown Wars, you know, the clown show, Melanin, antimatter, urine therapy, Shivambu Cup, decoding, like how much power do you have to still share, you know, in this matrixal thing, in this bit thing, you know. No, like I was saying that in the last 30 minutes, and then they somehow vanished it, which is stupid. But whatever, you know. I try to balance out all the shit that you other people are doing, you know. And like literally, I was out in the dirt for that. I was high up. I was out on Earth. Where do you think you are? You walk around with your own spacesuit through this universe, and people are still. People are ready for that. You could hang up certain shields, and then people believe it, right? That's what reality actually is. You hang up certain shields, and then people control other, magicians control the consciousness of other people, and I'm trying to free them up and also give them security, and then all this shit happens. Where you're like, oh, you observe, and you're like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Why? Because I know I'm true, and I know these things that I speak about are real. I'm like, yo, this should not be public. I'm like, you should not be public because you try to fucking control everything, and that's stupid. And if you control things, or if you not control things, that's on you. So don't try to blame me anything, or don't try to follow anybody than yourself. And then you can open up your mouth and you just speak whatever you would like to speak. You're like, do you have to do Shivambu? Do you have to gaze into the sun? Do you have to become powerful? Like, is it about power, or is it about balance? But actually, this game seems to be very interesting. Because what if I told you you are the imagination of yourself? What if I told you that? And what if this giant show was invented to, I don't know, save you from the future? Or save you from the past? Or save you from the present? You try to help out, and then people are still like treating you like shit. Why is that? Why is that? Although you try to help. But what is help in what is health in an insanely sick society? What is that? But what is sick and what is true? I don't know. Should you follow to what I say? No. Should you follow somebody else? I don't know. Should you follow yourself? Maybe. Should you be inspirational with what you say? Should you start to decode your reality because you started to use more of your brain capacity and you have a connection to the higher realms? Should you do that? Well, I could give you techniques to do that, but still, if people like to do that or not, that's on them. I can only say, hey, it seems to work for me. If it works for you, I don't know. Do you want to do that? This is why, life in the balance, rise through the challenge. That's what you do. And how much more would you like to test me with that? How much more? More again? That's the next generation is, I don't know, maybe what somebody else did. But certainly what I was speaking about is maybe true, or maybe working, or I don't even know. Well, let me tell you, I'm probably one of the nicest guys, and I would help everybody with that. And you know, that's also the part of shaman. If you actually get certain dark pieces from other people, you transmute them through alchemy to save literally their light, their soul. Because I would like, maybe you like the darkness, I don't know. See, that's the balancing thing. But if you have a problem, like I could do certain things because I have certain things in me which are working and which are helping to stabilize and balance. So, you know, this is why, you know, fantasy fuses with reality, and the other way around. Now, like, then should you do kinetic yoga? Should you do fasting? Should you activate more genetic material inside of you to activate imagination, which you already had, but you couldn't put it out there? Now, why? Why? Yeah, it gets into YT and TY and into the toy realm. Like, what is this realm actually? Do we have time? Like, what time is it? What time is it? Like, see, Alice in Wonderland and rabbit holes, but should you follow certain rabbit holes? See, and this is when the grid is visible. But you could also fall through the grid and then you're like, shit, I'm lost. See, and this is why you have to navigate and know how to balance and know how to walk on the line. If you know how to walk on a line, that you're good. You know, you could walk onto the grid. Now, if you have more capacity of your brain and you use it, people might call it witchcraft, people might call it wizardry, people might call it whatever. Shamanism, maybe people might call it, I don't know. But that doesn't mean anything. Like politics. Okay, like, yeah, certainly this whole thing has to be, like, I don't know, organized. Does it mean you have to follow what I speak, what I say? No. Do I know I'm powerful? Yes. Should you, because of that, follow to what I speak? No. Maybe it's inspiring, but you should definitely also maybe not live in an in-spirit nation, because then the whole thing becomes spirit. I mean, it's already spirit, whatever. It's AI, it's, I don't know, like, what is it? What is it? Is it already a game? See, I connect the past with the future and to the present, and I give you a gift. But it's not toxic, definitely not. It just starts to crumble. You know, the cookie starts to crumble. Like, don't try to, I don't know, like, fool me. Why do you try to do that? Yeah, you have to, you know, you have to function. You have to do this, you have to do that. Like, yeah, do it. But maybe it might be even cooler. You know where all these resources come from? From the boxes you drive in? And see, this is like an ocean realm. Well, it's like basically, you know, like this matrice decoded. Arr. Does it mean you have to not drive a car? Yeah, maybe drive your car, I don't know. Maybe drive your car, maybe don't drive your car. Maybe ride a bike, or ride a car, or ride a horse. You know what the cool thing with animals and animal postures is? And calorie diet maybe? That animals have a lot of elevated senses than humans. Humans actually are pretty dumb. Humans, I mean, I like humans, but a lot of what humans do is causing a freaking unbalanced nature. That's what Now, do you actually know these chains that you cause via these things everybody does? Does it mean you have to stop driving a car? Like, yeah, you could switch up to electricity. Where does electricity come from? You may be out of the, I don't know, out of the wall? Yeah, probably, because it's maybe magic. And everything is magic. But whatever, you know, it's basically like max. You are on your max, yo. Maybe you should just be more balanced, and then the whole thing would stabilize. But see, like, you know, I'm just inspiring you to use more of your brain via Shivambu and sun gazing, and maybe fasting, and maybe kinetic yoga, and maybe fasting and feasting, and maybe enjoying life, or maybe just opening up your mouth and speak what you have to say. But you know, then it starts to confuse people. But they were never real. Oh yeah, make yourself smaller. Experience. Yeah, you know, that's strange, you know, because it's a fine line that you walk on. Yeah, you're too intelligent for this shit. What you try to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Like you already play a game. Play a responsible game. Like, how about teaching people? You know, yeah, you try to stabilize the whole freaking thing so people could, you know, do all these things. But you know, where do the resources come from? Now the actual source is you. That's what everything is. The source is you. The source is never a secondary product, because you are first. I'm not for first, but you are. It's not me self, it's I self, or I serve, or I serve a wave, or I serve humans, because humans are stupid. And as like I know it's like it's slowly adapting. I know. But I'm literally from another timeline. And I try to work with the original sources that everybody has. You know, everybody has urine. Everybody has the sunlight. And if you would appreciate that, and if you would somehow would do it, you would know. You would definitely become more intelligent. I mean, if you would explore dark light consciousness and work with it, if you should work with it, maybe you're not ready for that, and maybe, like I said, you should not, because it's about the balance act, and the balance act is like happening behind the curtains, you know. But yeah, it's strange. Jan, you are the machine, and because of you everything runs. I don't know, maybe. You know, time was invented to do what? So that leads me to, you know, there are thieves in the Matrix, you know, and there are stupid people in the Matrix, and there are, you know, once you have your force, you know, yeah, like, yeah, there you have it. There you have all these things that I have, you know, work with them. Or don't work with them and do something else because you are freaking evil. And you know, I feel that. I go to the dark side, I go to the light side, I travel the whole freaking rainbow with that, and you are like, Jan, what are you saying? I'm like, use more parts of your brain, yo. You have certain energy centers in your body, and these energy centers resonate with specific neurotransmitters in your nervous system and in your whole like spacesuit. And this is why you resonate on certain colors. These colors cause certain effects. And this is one part of the original imaginational signs, the signs of nature. You know, everything is a sign. And I was having a waffle and a cappuccino, and then these literally nature. Oh, maybe I am the bad guy. I am at my worst behavior. Why? Because I tell you how to do good things. Like, yo, you could have a connection to yourself. But you know, these scooters are also like, I mean, you sometimes use them, sometimes not use them. Because this is the balance. But actually, you know, it's about to get from A to B. And this is talking about your conscious and your subconscious mind. And then to suddenly, you know, put it together. And if you put it together, then you know. But people still, like, I don't know if they like it. That's the question. It should all stay the same. Although there is a natural solution and our ancestors knew it, and then you research it, you find out it's true. You know, like even NASA was telling you, you know, sun gazing gives you more capacity and more original things, you know. I'm growing like a redwood tree. But what happened to this realm? There are alien forces which try to, you know, suck out your energy. Yeah. Life in the balance rise through the challenge. Wasser für alle für Wasser. Yeah, but did you know you're breathing water? Did you know that? Did you know that you breathe water? Because if you know about the elements, you produce water by yourself. And that sounds even stupid for most people. But still, I would tell you that. And then people would be still like, you know, that's not true. Yeah. You know what Jesus did? Jesus was walking for 40 days in the desert without this. How? Because you create your own waters, and still people don't get that. And if you would know that you produce, your body is already psychoactive, but many people don't like the fact. But you could even test me more, and I would, you know, how long would you like to do that? I don't know. I really don't know. It's all you, it's all me. It's all one meal. Jesus, Shah. Why? Yeah, because, you know, for a more balanced thing. What is balance? You know, we could talk about what this realm is, what time is, how fasting works, how sun gazing affects your brain, and you know, you could have more fun and joy with a lot of things. And you would ask like, hey, you know, where do these things come from? So actually it might be imagination. Or if you would take responsibility for these things, you would know that this piece of cake you're eating and the coffee you drink has a certain chain, and this chain, that's what you are supporting. But many people don't like the fact to see that. And this is why we live in the system, and this is why the things are how they are. But still, if you would tell people these facts, people would not really listen, or they would be like, yeah, yes and no, but yeah, I mean, the solution was already you. See, and this is why I tell you about the original things of Shivambu Kalpa and sun gazing. That's what you would do in a desert. And you know, this is why this whole thing is, you know, because a lot of different things are, I mean, I'm also cool with cars, you know, like I'm cool with every geometric pattern. It's about the balancing act in your own body. But either way, you know, before this video also gets deleted again, you know, I just, you know, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Yeah. Like, yeah, go to your doctor, go to your psychologist, go to. Yeah, I was doing things nobody did before, but somehow they worked, and they're true. I don't know, whatever. I love you. Stay cool, stay fresh, and be yourself.